Woo! What the heck is going on with crypto right now? We're seeing that crypto has jumped on average around 4 to 5%. We're going to be talking about that. What is causing this? What is causing this whole shit show out there for crypto? Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about that. I'll tell you exactly what happened, what caused it. What to expect next week, and much more in this video. Yeah, I mean, I've been pulling my hair out. It's early morning here in Asia. I just woke up. Well, not just woke up. I woke up a couple hours ago. I ordered Starbucks. Got my Starbucks. Then I opened the freaking computer. I also ordered McDonald's too. Hash browns. I love hash browns. I opened the freaking computer, and lo and behold, boom, chakalaka! Everything went down like crazy. What a day, guys! What a freaking day out there. Go back and watch all my other videos, guys. It's a great time to be alive. Don't forget to smash the like, show the human beings, subscribe, and comment. You've got to comment up a storm. And I apologize for all the bots in the comments are driving me crazy. I try to delete as many as I can so I can see the real comments from the real people out there. But it's hard. It's hard. They just keep coming. They come in like waves of cockroaches out there. So all of you bot scammer centers who are botting my channel, you're like cockroaches. Stop it. I need to get some called pest control. So as you can see, this is not good. Now, some people complain I swallow a lot when I'm talking. I got this throat problem. Sorry, that's the problem. I have no choice out there. Probably I need to do some surgery on that. So I do apologize. It's a medical condition. It's not me being crazy. So just to let you know. So BTC is down 4.10%, 85,756. Ethereum is down to 2,900. XRP 187, and the Doge right here. The Doge is smushed over there. Doge is just around 13 cents, 12.9 out there. That's down about 5.69%. XRP is down almost 6.5% right now. That sucks, right? Sucks. Solana is down. So everything is just a big giant. It's a big floating turd in the toilet. That's all I gotta say. You lift up the lid. You're about to do your morning ritual, and there you go. You got a floater in there, and that kind of puts you off, right? Puts you off, and then you got the smell, right? So crypto market's like a floating turd with the smell when you just open the toilet lid. That's what I felt like this morning when I opened and looked at my portfolio. Yeah, I'm running into losses now. Lucky I got my Dogecoin from like way past SNL days, so I bought that like cheap, so I'm still holding that like a madman out there. So Bitcoin, like I said, is at 85.7, 29.39 for Ethereum. BNB is at 853. That's down. XRP is down. Solana is down. Tron is down. Doge is down. There's nothing good. I mean, Bitcoin Cash is up 0.3% in the last 1 hour. What's going on? Now, we got Monroe is up 2%. What the heck is going on with Monroe right now? OMG. Yeah, nothing is really up, right? Everything is kind of like poo-poo schmatter. So if you take a look at the chart, you had this big dump here. Let me just change this to 4 hour, give you more perspective on there. So we just have this big dump here for Dogecoin, sorry, my bad. And, it's a big leverage flush out. Here we go. Bang. It's like 4% wick down, bang, out there, and this will correspond with Bitcoin. You'll see it right here. Take some coffee, lubricate the throat. I know it drives you crazy. Sorry about that. I do apologize out there. Apologize to everybody, including the YouTube algorithm, which is. They put like algorithmic suppression on my channel. I don't know what's going on. It's like it sucks. So you can see here, here's got a big flush. That was a big flush. Right now, Bitcoin is down 4.8% for December, and the reason that happened is we had a lot of leveraged longs, over 500 million leveraged longs got flushed. Okay, to be expected, right? These idiots never learn, okay? So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Why Bitcoin and crypto markets, are down. Okay. Why Bitcoin, the crypto markets are down. Let's have some repetition there. My bad. Okay, short-term triggers. What caused a sudden dump? Okay, these are temporary forces that hit fast and hard. The big one, leverage flush. Too many traders were over leveraged longs. Once BTC lost key support, liquidations cascaded. That means that people who were leverage trading on alts also got liquidated. Forced selling, fast drop, altcoins hit even harder. This is mechanical, not fundamental. Okay, so it's just the mechanics of leverage trading out there. So macro sell the news, rate decisions, Fed comments, and macro data were already priced in. When reality didn't exceed expectations, trader took profit. Okay, so we had a lot of profit taken when we had the FOMC, right? Risk assets, crypto tech sold off together. So I told you that in the previous video. Markets often drop after events, not before them. So ETFs slow down. Spot Bitcoin ETFs inflows paused or weakened short term. No fresh demand, price vulnerable. So no fresh demand, price becomes vulnerable. Doesn't mean ETFs are falling, just digestion. Okay, technical breakdown. BTC lost key psychological levels. Algorithms, momentum traders flip bearish. Sentiment shifted quickly from buy the dips to protect capital. Okay, so remember, we went from buy the dips to protect capital because people think that it's going to go down more. Long-term structural factors, what really matters? These decide whether this is a dip or the end of cycle. Liquidity is still expanding, which is bullish, right? Global liquidity M2 is still trending upward. That's bullish. Rate cuts are slow, but cuts, hikes equal tailwind. Crypto historically follows liquidity with a lag. This strongly favors higher prices over the next 6 to 18 months, okay? Bitcoin supply shock is intact. Post-halving issuance is structurally lower. Miners have already capitulated earlier in the cycle, right? So long-term holders are not selling aggressively. Weak hands are leaving, strong hands remain, okay? Institutional adoption is not reversing. ETFs still exist. Custody infrastructure and regulatory clarity are better than any previous cycle. Big money moves slowly. Remember that. Big money moves slowly, okay? Pauses are normal. Altcoins were overextended. Many alts ran too far, too fast. This reset is healthy for crypto if this cycle continues. Historically, altcoins seasons comes after BTC stabilizes. What does this mean for recovery? Key scenario. Base case, most likely, consolidation, bounce, continuation. Okay? So we're going to see consolidation. That's what we're seeing now. Then we're going to see a bounce. And then we're going to see continuation. So Bitcoin ranges for weeks. Volatility drops, sentiment resets. Next leg up. BTC recovery zones. Remember, if BTC recovers, Doge recovered, XRP. So reclaim prior support. Continuation higher. New highs likely later, not immediately. Bullish case, fast V-shaped recovery. If this happens, ETF inflows will be very strong. Liquidity data improves. No new macro shocks. BTC revisits recent highs and pushes higher within 1 to 3 months. Bearish case, okay? Lower probability unless something breaks. Sustained ETF outflows, global liquidity contraction, major regulatory or geopolitical shock. Okay, simple truth. This dump looks like a leverage reset inside a broader bull cycle, not a cycle top. These events feel scary, wipe out longs, create next accumulation opportunity. So this is a good time to accumulate, according to this. Okay, so if you go to my Twitter, my X, I've basically posted this and added more detail to all of that. Okay, so bottom line, this dump isn't caused by just one event. It's a convergence of macro risk of sentiment, liquidity tightening, leverage positions unwinding, and weakening demand. Even though some rate cuts occurred, the market interpreted them as strong enough to sustain a risk rally. So traders de-risk instead. Okay, all right. So that's kind of what's going on. Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin exact support and resistance map, major zones for support. Because remember, these zones are critical, very critical out there. Because if we can keep these zones, then that means that XRP, Dogecoin will also hold these zones, right? So this is where buyers historically step in. Scenario 1, 82 to 84,000, critical. Previous consolidation plus high volume node. If this holds, market stabilizer. If lost, decisively deeper correction. Okay, so right now the max pain level is around about 74 to 78,000. Okay, institutional cost basis zone. where ETFs and long-term buyers likely will defend. So losing this would damage the bull case scenario. Not kill it, but damage it. So if we go below 74, this is definitely going to damage the bull case. So remember, we're still in a bull cycle, but we're seeing a little bit of a consolidation. Okay, that's what's going on. So scenario 3, 68 to 72. This will be cycle floor zone. Prior all-time high breakout. Extremely strong psychological technical support. So this is where we had prior all-time highs, right? Okay, so if we revisit here, we may be in for a major long-term buy, not panic. Resistance zones, these must be reclaimed to confirm recovery. So 88 to 90 is resistance 1. First bulls are back level, reclaim plus hold equals short-term bottom likely in. R2, 96 to 100. This is key. Psychological distribution resistance. Break and close above trend continuation. If we get R3, which is 110 plus, momentum expansion zone, opens path to new cycle highs. So that's kind of what's going on, okay? Hopefully you guys are digesting that, okay? So what do we got to watch for next week? This is what we got to watch for. You don't need to know everything. 2 to 3 signals are enough. Liquidation collapse. We want to see lower funding rates, no massive long liquidations. This means leverage flush is done, okay? If liquidations stay low, selling pressure exhausted, BTC holds support for 3 to 5 days. So we should see some sideways movement and violent moves, okay? Volatility compression is bullish after dumps, okay? So we should have this compression, right? So we'll see lots of chop and accumulation, okay? If we see fast drops, it means that the trend is still weak, okay? So let's talk about ETF flows. Turn neutral positive. This is bullish. Doesn't need to be huge inflows, just need no heavy outflows. Okay? If this happens, it means neutral equals stability. Inflows is recovery fuel. BTC dominance stabilizer rises. During fear, BTC dominance usually rises. This is healthy in early recovery. BTC leads as alts will follow later. So that's kind of what we can expect to happen, right? Okay, so I still think we're in a bull run. I really think it. So Stephen is saying XRP is currently showing bullish RSI divergence on the daily time frame. This same signal happened in 2022 here. And when we saw that, we did see that a bear market bottom when price was trading at 28 cents. After this divergence, XRP stabilized, reversed, and eventually rallied aggressively. So that kind of fits in line with what I just said. Nothing is guaranteed, but I still think that this consolidation, we're going to have a consolidation, a bounce continuation. Consolidation, bounce continuation. That's what's going to happen. I believe it. So guys, I think this is pretty cool. Where is that? This is like from the Doge. This is all the Doge stuff. Let's see. I think this is kind of cute. I always check this out. We got lots of Doge memes. Doge on life support. Doge on life support. Happy birthday, Doge. That was December 7th. Remember that? So we got a lot of Doginess. Doginess. We love the Doge. Doge on Mars. Doge chain loves to. Okay, get out of there. So yeah. So Doge Weekly Scholastic. So right now we're oversold. So like I said, we've gone down. We should see that bounce coming pretty soon. Overall for Doge. So XRP is at 186 right now. Yeah. So crypto looks grim right now, but don't panic. Okay. Don't freaking panic. Okay. So like I said, right now for Doge, sellers are trying to push Doge. Sellers are trying to push Doge below 13 cent support, which we went down to, right? If successful, the price could drop to the October 10 low of 10 cents. Bulls need to push the price above the 20-day EMA to 14 cents to signal strength with a potential 19 cents. So we need to hold this 13 cent support. We definitely need to do that. And right now we can see that the Doge Voyager right now is trading at a precise 12 cents 85. So we need to giddy it up, right? We need to giddy it up. So that's kind of like all I got out there, my peeps. Yeah, that's kind of all I got. Let's see what we got from Watcher Guru, if there's anything coming in on Watcher Guru. Let's see, Watcher Guru news. Justin Treasury Secretary Bassett calls for ban on stock trading by Congress. Justin NASDAQ prepares filing to extend stock trading hours to 23 hours on weekdays. Wow. PayPal submits application to become a U.S. bank. Nice. Justin, Elon Musk, the first person in history to surpass 600 billion net worth. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's amazing, right? SEC Chair Paul Atkins says public blockchains are more transparent than any other financial system ever built. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. We know about that. We know about that. Justin, $140 billion liquidated in the last 60 minutes. Love it. Breaking Michael strategy buys 10,645. Bitcoin worth 980. So he's still buying. You see, he bought the freaking dip. He bought that dip, guys. So a lot of stuff is coming in. I love it, guys. I love it. I love it. Justin, President Trump says he has a great relationship with China, so the China thing is back, right? So, yeah, let's hope China doesn't ban crypto again, as it does. So it may just do that. Let's wait and see, guys. So I'll see you all on a freaking next one, guys. Be blessed. Be well. Peace out.